Well, welcome, guys. We are Funding Circle. Thanks for taking the time to come and see us. We're super excited to talk about the things we've been working on. First slide, legal disclaimer. Our lawyers made us do this, so I apologize in advance, but I'm sure you can read. So I'll just skip to that. So introductions. I'm Rohit Sharma. I'm the Director of Product for Funding Circle, and this is my colleague, Rob Krim, who's the Director of Engineering. We have three things specifically to talk about today. For those of you who don't know us, we're Funding Circle, and I'll give you kind of a quick short overview. We'll take a quick look at our marketplace demo, and then my colleague Rob will kind of talk about our API. So jumping straight in, Funding Circle, if you guys don't know us, we're an online marketplace for small business loans where investors can directly lend to small businesses. Our loan terms are 3 to 5 years with loan sizes of $25,000 to $500,000. We've lend about $460 million globally, and we're backed by a top-tier set of VCs such as Accel, Index, USV, and Ribbit. So with that short overview, I'll jump straight into the marketplace. So this marketplace today has whole loans on offer, and multiple investors are transacting on the platform. So what you see here, first up, is the Browse Marketplace page, where you see all the loans that are on offer. We show a very clean listing style view. You see the loan name, you see the risk term, you see the loan amount on offer, as well as the time left on the loan. If you like the loan, you can just click the buy button, and you can purchase the loan directly from here. But say you wanted a little bit more information on the loan, and you can kind of dig deep into the loan listing page to actually see more information, what we've collected, and we can show for the loan. One unique thing about Funding Circle, there's a lot of information on this slide, so I'll kind of hit the key points. One unique thing about Funding Circle is that we will show you the actual business name. So moving on to the business profile, this is an opportunity for the business to tell you, the investor, in their own words, what is the business about, why should you be lending to them, as well as what is this specific loan for. It's a great avenue for you, the investor, to get a feel for what the business is really about. Moving on to the financials, we offer 2 years of financial data. We have a standard income statement, balance sheet, as well as showing you the loan outstanding for the business. And we show you 2 full years of financials. Moving on to the loan information, this is where the key credit data for the loan is available for the investor. Key highlights here are we will show you the debt coverage ratio as well as the asset coverage ratio. And another unique thing about Funding Circle is we will show you the exact credit score of the applicant. So with that set of information, say you like this loan, again, you can hit the Buy Now button, purchase the loan. And once you purchase the loan, it shows up in your investor summary, which looks like that. And as the name suggests, it's a summary for your entire portfolio. And the information is grouped into 2 main segments. The first, on the left-hand side, is your total portfolio statistics, which shows you typically the total outstanding value of your portfolio, as well as the total principal outstanding. And on the right-hand side, you can see the net return statistics, which will be analyzed net return, your gross yield, and your total interest paid to date. All this information is calculated in real time, so you as an investor will always have this information at your fingertips. If you want to dig deeper into your portfolio, the loan that you just purchased will show up under the My Portfolio section. You could click down into the loan and get more details. You'll see the exact same information that you saw when you bought the loan, with the addition of an important piece of information, which is the payment schedule. We'll list the actual payment schedule along with the payment status for each of the loans that you purchase. And again, this status is updated in real time, so you will always have this information at your fingertips. So that's a quick peek at our marketplace. And with that, I'd like to kind of hand over to Rob to talk about our exciting new API. So over to Rob.
All right, hello. Well, thanks a lot. We're really excited to introduce our API, investor-facing API. And in a lot of ways, Rohit's already done a great introduction on that because, as I can see here, desktop parity is something that we really want to achieve in the API, as well as in-browser experience. So everything we've seen so far in the browser is available in the API. And that actually is done by driving the browser by the API itself. So we actually use the same API that will be available to you to build the in-browser experience. Yep. JSON over HTTPS, hypermedia REST is kind of some technical specifics that I'm not going to dive into now, but I'm definitely willing to talk about that later. So there's kind of 4 main API resources which really mirror a lot of what we saw in the browser, and the first one is listings. This is the live marketplace data, where we can see the live listings, the financials, and most importantly, execute a purchase when we're ready to buy. And then further from that is our holdings, which is the loans that we currently own. We can kind of double check our financials, view the payment schedules, and check the payment status. So here we're able to keep track of how our loans are doing via the API. And our portfolio, which is a lot like the investor summary. So this is the high-level aggregate view of how our portfolio is doing. We can see our account balances, and we can, most importantly, view our transaction statement, so we can actually kind of replay what's happened to our cash account, our loan account, so you can reconcile what we're showing you with what you know on your side. And finally, was something we actually didn't see in the browser, but this is the loan book. This is the historical loan data for Funding Circle US. This lets us view the past payment schedules. Again, everything we saw for live loans and loans we own are available historically. And you can download all this in one shot or browse it via the API, so you can kind of develop your investment strategy, do back testing. So let's take a quick look using a tool called Swagger, which is something that's really nice. It lets us kind of build living documentation kind of in real time as we're writing the API. We can explore it here. Take a look at listings. This is an endpoint that would show us live listings. If we can hit that, this actually is hitting our test server. We can see the request URL that we've just made to the server and the response. Pretty JSON, it's pretty easy to read by humans, very easy to read by computers. And then what's kind of interesting, I mentioned hypermedia before, but we see this kind of self-href. This means that it's very easy for us to write a very discoverable, our API is very discoverable with this. You can write scripts that can kind of crawl the loan book, see what we've got live available, and all of our other resources behave in really the same way. So we try to make very few assumptions on how you want to write apps to integrate with our platform and just get something that gets going day one. So yeah, this is something we'd like to make available kind of in late summer. If you'd like to get in contact, get on the platform, kind of beta access, you're going to want to contact Albert, who's on our capital markets team. And that's us. Thanks a lot. We're happy to answer some questions, and grab us anytime during the conference.
Yeah, short and sweet. Any questions?